Hey, it's JC and welcome to Small Brick City. In this video, we'll be having a look at the new Ninjago City Docks set 70657, and I'll show you how I've put it in my city along with the LEGO Ninjago City set 70620. Both sets are placed side by side as intended, and they're placed opposite my custom beachfront. So in a sense, they share a body of water. It is a logical place to place in my city. The Ninjago City is very different in terms of architecture and feel from the rest of the city. So it represents an Asian town like a small Chinatown, but nestled in its own area. In my setup, we do see the front of the Ninjago City, which is a corner building, but for the city docks, you see mainly the back. This actually makes it quite interesting because if someone were to look on the inside of the city, it is actually quite a bustling little city on its own. In my setup, I will have to do a lot of mock work for the water leading up to the Ninjago City and the city docks. I will have to blend the water elements so it's more seamless, and it goes with my general waterfront and beach. But this is to give you a look at the initial layout first. Let's have a closer look at the two sets together. Let's have a closer look at some of the elements, starting from the back left corner. There are 3 levels for this corner, and just like the Ninjago City, they are modular and can be removed. The overall build is similar in style to the Ninjago City. There are a couple of interesting techniques, and there's a lot of details. This set took Annie about 10 hours to build. I didn't do anything. There's a small build boat which comes with this set. The dock of the pier is built similarly to the Ninjago City with a bamboo-like appearance. The water texture is created in the same way with black plates and blue translucent tiles. And let me just remove Garamond over here and you can see the front of the grocer. There's also a large turkey or chicken in the store, and that can actually rotate around with a knob on the side of the wall. There's a swivel arm over here and a winch where you can raise and lower goods on the arm. As with many of the more advanced Ninjago sets like the Ninjago City and Destiny's Bounty, there are a lot of little play features and mechanical parts. If you look around this side of the building, you might notice something quite interesting. There are 2 Technic pins which are used to connect to modular buildings. Now the other end connects to the Ninjago City, which means there's likely going to be another set in future to connect to this end of the city docks. On this side of the docks, we have a very cool feature on the top floor, which is actually a drink store. And this is a working soda dispenser. All you have to do is to pull on the dollar decorated towel, and that will release a soda can. You can do it continuously until all the cans have run out. To reload the cans, you have to take off the roof and replace them through the top of the soda machine. This set comes with 13 minifigs, including another baby minifig. The front part of the docks is not as elaborate as the back in my opinion, but it does line up properly with the Ninjago City. On this floor here, we have a tea room with newspaper display. Now that we've looked at the exterior of this set, let's have a quick look inside. Like the Ninjago City, this set is modular, so different rooms can open up and you can lift off the roof to have a look inside. The first room we're looking at is a tea room, so you can see many drawers of different flavored teas, some newspapers, but I've no idea why there are handcuffs on the counter. There are 2 doors to this room, and access is by a ladder where you climb up onto a metal grill landing. Beneath the tea room is a map room, and here we have a very large globe, a large removable book which I think is an atlas, and there are also many maps which are on the wall, which are mounted on the wall and table. These are stickers, not printed tiles. Moving along, we have a small apartment or residence underneath this particular roof. We just have to flip this side of the roof open first before we can remove the top. And inside you can see all the details of a small apartment, including a stove and sink. This front window made out of a giant wheel can be hinged open just like this, and we can see inside to the TV and the 2 bunk beds. The top bunk is actually removable. Beneath this residence is the grocery shop. The interior is quite empty, as most of the display is outside, as well as the giant rotating rotisserie. There's an alleyway underneath these stairs, and these stairs lead up to an arcade, which is the drinks room I mentioned earlier. There are lots of different games, devices and dispensers throughout this build. And at the front of the arcade is that working soda dispenser I showed earlier. This has a cool feature where you can change billboards just like the Ninjago City. All you have to do is press this lever over here, and the front roof pieces will be pushed up, and you can access spare billboards that you can switch out. Underneath the arcade is a dojo, and it's filled with all the different things you expect to find in a dojo, including scrolls, katanas, statues, and even a knockoff of the Infinity Gauntlet. The final room under the dojo is a sculptor's workshop, and I assume he's working with either stone or metal. There are many different artifacts on his shelf, and it looks like he's making a Terminator T-1000. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the Ninjago City Docks, as well as how I set it with the Ninjago City. I personally think this is a great complement to the Ninjago City, and is a set worth getting, although it is a bit pricey. In the context of my city, it is not a Ninjago building, but it is part of an Asian town, and I can customize it to fit in very easily. If you liked this video, please subscribe to this channel because there are lots more videos just like this one. I share LEGO City layouts, original MOCs, and teach small build tutorials. In my next video, I'll be giving an overview of the People Pack Outdoor Adventures set 60202, and I'll show you how I place them in my city. Talk to you soon!